Hello, how are we doing? Welcome to Her Story. Don't know much about it other than it's FMV, and we're gonna listen to some interview or watch some interviews, and presumably there's going to be lies and shenanigans afoot. Ooh. Search. Ooh. Hang on. I've just searched for murder and there's only 4. Okay. Read me. New technology is backbone of a logic database from the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow, blah 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 blah. Database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime take archive at Portsmouth. It's been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement's made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission. Audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of each testimony is attached to the clip. To retrieve a clip, type in the word, e.g. robbery, and search. To narrow search, use multiple words. If you're working from printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Store a clip for later reference, click add to session. If you want to add additional tags, click to help in future searches, click in user tags. Okay. Really read me. Hey, here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one's touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective's footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. Hi, bud. You want to help, do you? Yeah, you want to help. Hi. Okay. So I guess we... Okay. 1 volume missing. I guess we just watch some interviews?
You think it's murder? Clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Simon. We've got the name Simon.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person. I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
Okay, so maybe I want to look up Simon. "61 entries found." Okay.
Simon Smith. He works at Pence Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things. Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said I should bring a photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have. It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. One for the mums here to play. What? What? I don't understand. That's not the time now. Okay. What's that do? Oh, that's my history. Okay. Okay.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, Climb the Tower, Save the Princess, that kind of thing. Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I'm just supposed to be trying to find out what happened.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. There is.
Glasgow.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. Just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back. Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. He was fine.
Okay.
hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
You said you got there, you pulled over, and you went to sleep. Is it that one?
I got in the car and I drove. Just had to sleep.
No, it was this one.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past.
Inconsistencies.
Tried calling someone from the payphone and then headed back.
Inconsistencies. Okay. Should talk about the hospital anymore?
Ask the hospital.
Okay.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. We've spoken with the hospital.
She said she was pregnant.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness. No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
He found out. I told him. They seem a bit different to each other.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Oh, I got an achievement for finding Rapunzel's story. Have we got any more of Rapunzel? We have.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain's just full of it. Oh, and everything's in colour.
Why are they showing her pictures of Rapunzel?
Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
What are those? What?
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Blonde hair. Interesting.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones.
I do like the
Dark,
traditional dark
real,
fairy tales.
Bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures.
A little bit weird.
Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger. And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. Yeah. Plus he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
I mean, she doesn't seem very upset that he's dead, does she?
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
She's acting very strange.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
The truth? Nothing with Mother Truth. It's just that I've already seen. We have blonde hair.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure
Argument?
what she said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Does he now?
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
Blonde wig?
Have you looked at the cat flap?
Cat flap? When are you playing a guitar?
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair.
Oh, the wind and the rain.
With a pretty little face and her long blonde hair.
dreadful wind and rain.
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh,
The wind and the rain.
watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated
Sing along!
down, she floated down.
Oh, the wind and the rain. Hi, Awood. Floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Out comes the captain's son.
Oh, the wind and the rain. Oh, the deer swims a swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Is this a police interview? Got an achievement for listening to that. Wig.
A wig? You mean? But what type of wig?
What do you mean, what type of wig?
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Are there different kinds of wig?
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow,
Who's Hannah?
so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig.
Miss, I've never worn a wig.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
That's why you had to stop?
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier.
That would be the STD.
I can't look sometimes.
I don't know if STDs do that.
We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Wait, Hannah and Simon? Hannah and Simon?
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger.
Are these two people then?
We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise.
Am I watching
And
two
from performing, she tore it
people?
off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Am I watching Hannah and whoever this other person is? Are they twins?
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N.
She's Hannah.
It's Pandre.
I should write this down.
It's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
So, the blue outfit is Hannah. And we don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up like half and half. So Hannah's wearing blue. Who's Eve? Is that a code? So I'm going to write down some keywords to search. I've put Eve.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry. Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't.
Well, clearly.
She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper. She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there.
So not Hannah.
No one else ever went into the attic.
White.
It was her place.
Shirt.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes. Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater.
I thought that song was about you.
I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown.
You sound lovely.
But that was it. It was just a moment.
Was it?
We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship. A police station. Yeah. When I was young.
Is that when you tried to drown
We
Eve?
ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him.
Sounds reasonable.
The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up.
You can't
and
still be pissed
took me
off
back
about
to
that.
Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off. My mother called me Eve.
So you're Eve. Question is though, are they the same person or are they different people? Like, is it the same person who's having like dissociative identity disorder or something, or is it identical twins? Like, what's going on? I don't know. Let's look for twins.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question? Are you out of your mind?
A little bit.
Twins? Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
So according to you, according to Eve, they were separated at birth, identical twins.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Right. So that's Hannah, that's Eve.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
It's all very weird. If anyone's got any ideas of words I should look for, by the way, let me know. No, that's the one. I should add that to this list.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me. Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story was in there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But
Not strange for back then.
it was different then. You married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow.
Weren't many men to go around either.
I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Weren't lots of spare men going begging.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
What have I already looked up? There is. So, I mean, if that's a bit much for you, Jay, then I understand if you dip out. I just wanted to put the content warning. I just copied the content warning off of Steam. If there's a content warning given, I like to give it, just in case it helps anybody. Yeah. Well, I mean, make sure you've got like a pillow tied behind or something in case it gets a bit much. Okay, good. I don't know what else to search for.
When she went home, Sam had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Kind of.
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
So, this game is basically, I've got the police, it's like police interviews, but I can only watch clips of them and I've got to search for keywords in the clips to see them. Oh yeah, and if you want to dip out because you want to play it, I completely understand that too. I've done that so many times with other people being like, this game looks too good for me to watch someone else playing it. I would not be offended.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was.
Is it because she was crying?
She called my sister on the phone. She never calls me that. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
You look quite pleased about that. Weird. No, the interviews don't change. The interviews are static. But like I say, I can only see clips of them. I want to rewatch this, given what I know.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't help me like I thought it might. Something clicked that I wanted to look at, and I can't remember what it was. Have I looked at pregnant? I feel like I have. Yeah, I've looked at all those. Aha.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it.
So you were both dating Simon?
And the Ouija board had said
Carl.
to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
I mean, yes. It only takes one time. It's not like pregnancy builds up.
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
I mean, two people can't live one life. It's not going to work.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant.
Oh, you got pregnant?
This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Didn't you just say Hannah got pregnant? Still, I can't work out if it's the same person or 2 different people. It's either one person with some sort of identity disorder or it's identical twins, and I don't know. Did they have the baby?
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
There's no tattoo there. Definitely seen a tattoo on someone. On this arm here.
Lorient Place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers.
So maybe it is two people.
That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby if it came.
If?
It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Why would you say if the baby came? That's a weird thing to say, right?
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Ooh.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Okay, so that's... I still think it's weird to say if it came.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff. Stuff we
She's
never
wearing a
needed.
wedding ring.
I've never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Body?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police. Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Wait, I want to check. Is the one in white wearing a wedding ring?
Hannah was so smitten with Simon.
Doesn't look like.
She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping.
No,
clothes.
she's not wearing a wedding ring.
Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was...
Okay. So it does look like two different people. So Hannah's in the blue outfit, the orange outfit, and the light blue outfit. She's got no tattoo. She's got a wedding ring. Cool beans. Body.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body. body. It didn't look real.
So it's Simon's body in the bin bags in the basement.
His throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses. It doesn't always work.
I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. So that's telling me what I've watched and what I haven't watched. So I suppose that's the goal, is to watch everything and get the whole story.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest. Made a body of a doctor.
Oh, the wind and the rain.
Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
I made a fiddle bow of her long hair.
Oh, the wind and the rain.
Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Made fiddle pegs of her finger bones. Oh, the wind and the rain. They made fiddle pegs from her finger bones. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Made a fiddle
Out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and the rain. So this is Hannah, because wedding ring. Heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
But the only tune that the fiddle could play was "Oh, the wind and the rain." Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was "Oh, the dreadful wind and
Rain.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you."
I mean, yeah. Why is that one yellow? Is that the one I've just watched? Anyway, it's time for a break. I'll see you on the other side.
Guys. We fucking
What's Cat doing?
Did you see how mad he was? Love you guys. Be quiet.
Is that a side effect of leukemia treatment?
I thought he'd still be after us. We had our mask on. Yeah. He can't prove it was us.
Oh my
Yeah, but
god.
I lost mine.
What the hell?
Maybe he saw me.
Oh. What? Don't know what her problem is. Is that what people are like in America? She has the right to bear arms. Oh, I'm so funny. And also one bare leg.
Tiberia as planned.
What's happened to Mayor Saxabar?
Sighing deeply, Chief Gretzky clarifies, Mayor Saxabar. There's no such thing in vaudeville. You must be confused, Detective.
I'm very
Saxabar is
confused.
just a circus man, nothing more.
You told me I had to investigate the murder of Mayor Saxabar. That's what... But every time I do that... No, yeah. It leads to a dead end. Oh, that's not a dead end. That's a person.
First to come this way.
And Sherlock. Oh my god, you're so fucking slow. No, 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 no. You didn't see me. No, you didn't see me. No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't.
It's shut tight.
God damn it.
Something moved.
No, it didn't. 2. Okay. Are we actually thinking about killing her? Or are we... We're killing someone?
They're right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose.
Danais?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
Oh, whose side are we going to be on?
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
This is a big decision, Panhorn. Okay.
Coward.
Found a peanut, found a peanut, found a peanut, peanut now. Found a peanut, found a peanut, found a peanut, peanut now. Hidely ho, neighbourinos. I've got myself a beer. Ah, it's the latest one that I've looked at. Okay, that makes sense. Right. Basement. Cellar.
The whole thing was wrong.
Chairs.
I think they were from our kitchen. You could probably check that. No, go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
I mean, you don't need a dead body,
The bags
so...
were taped up. I think it was parcel tape. I think it was ours. Well, fine,
Wedding ring.
considering. I got back
No
into the house
tattoo,
today.
question
That's
mark?
weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. And worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
She doesn't seem very upset, though.
it happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
I mean, that was a confession.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being. Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Huh.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror.
Hi.
A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Hi, bud.
The mirror.
Ooh.
I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since. Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Let me look for tattoo, see if anyone mentions it. Aha.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV. Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality.
Okay, but you've got a wedding ring
It's an apple and a snake.
and a tattoo. And that's an apple and a snake would be Eve, right?
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake. So I moved out. Got a small bed sit.
But you don't have a wedding ring.
Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had someone.
Oh man, I'm confused.
And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist. He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay. Because you've got a wedding ring and no tattoo. And you've got a wedding ring and a tattoo. You say you've got a tattoo, but you don't have a wedding ring.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Wait, no, I wanted to look for blood.
Okay?
No tattoo.
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records? Okay?
And wedding ring.
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records? Nothing like this has ever happened to me before.
What, murdering your husband?
Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead. She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Seen all those. I don't know if this is helpful, like to find anything that's one volume missing.
On his throat.
Maybe glass?
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it. By hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror. And he gave it to me.
Aha, filling in the gaps. There's a lot I haven't seen there.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
What have we seen that might help? Maybe snake. No, just talking about the tattoo. Living room? If that's where the murder happened.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door.
Oh, I've got
No
Carl
answer.
and Ouija board written
I took
down.
my
I
keys
should
out of my bag and unlocked the door.
try those.
The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted.
Maybe Eric?
So I lay down on the bed.
And there was Helen as well.
Though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough? Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg.
This is interesting.
His shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
That's
then I had a shower.
basically word
Whilst I
for
was in the
word.
shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it.
Which
Then I
means
came
it's
out
probably
and I was
rehearsed.
Exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called
I
Simon's
remembered
parents,
where I was and what had
and then I
happened.
decided to come and see you. That enough?
That is weird. Was it that one or was it that one? No, it was that one. How do I unadd it to session? I want it to not be there. No, I don't want it there. I don't want it. Me. Num 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 num. Is that not how I... Ah, okay.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said.
Oh
She'd
yeah,
been
that's the
speaking of-
discovery of the body. Okay. Did I not add that one?
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it.
Who?
The police said it was mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert.
The
He used to take
parents.
us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them.
Ooh. Were they murdered too?
Pick death caps.
I mean... I'm just thinking of that case in Australia now.
Believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Ooh.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
They lived alone except Eve was in the attic, right? Anyway, let's look at some of these. Carl. Yeah, tattoo
my
and
first?
wedding ring.
No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15. No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It was stupid. So he got tired of us and We split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family. Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Are these all one after the other? Looks like.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took him in turns, though I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
A little bit weird. Okay, what else do I have to look at? Ouija board. Board.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
Did it though?
That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
I mean, loads of people died tragically. You don't have to be famous
We used
to die
share
tragically.
dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately.
Everyone who doesn't die peacefully in their bed, aged, I don't know, over 90, I would say dies tragically. No, nothing else there. Hello, Deathclaw! I might need help with this one, Deathclaw. Might need to be on your A game. Oh, I had some more to look up. Eric. Ooh, lots for Eric.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
The premise of this, Deathclaw, is that we're watching interviews, but I have to search to see each clip. Oh no, on a phone screen, no! I mean, listening is probably more important than watching, to be fair. But I mean, if you can't be helpful, that's fine. I will struggle through alone. Well, I say alone. Euclid's helping. Aren't you, buddy? You helping? You helping? If you're helping, completely ignore me. Yeah, he's helping. I think both cats are a bit annoyed with me because I had to unexpectedly go to London all day yesterday. And I'd promised them 2 weeks of having me at home almost all the time. So they're not impressed.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument.
Maybe I need to look up arguments.
On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either. Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back. Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one.
Oh, someone's doing well for themselves.
So he usually pays with cash. Eric convinced him to get that.
Ooh, sorry, Euclid. I need to get more comfy.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane. Hmm? Is that not how you spell Diane?
Diane is really nice.
Definitely
She
no
helps out
tattoo.
businesses, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there. Not really.
Don't know if you've
We'd
got
go
a
to the pub.
tattoo.
He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef.
Oh my god,
he got the
CFAX.
recipe of CFAX. And I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines.
Oh, MasterChef with Lloyd
I
Grossman.
had to find fennel from the
And
supermarket.
recipes on CFAX.
Have you ever eaten fennel?
Takes me right back. Got an achievement for that called Have You Ever Eaten Fennel? Oh, I'm filling them in. Filling it in.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't.
Have you got a tattoo?
They get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work.
I feel like yes.
Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist.
But you have got a wedding ring. Oh my god, I'm so
Yourself,
confused. So confused. Helen. No. I wish I could like click on here and see that video to then be able to judge what might come next. There's huge gaps that I'm missing. Maybe hello. No. Yeah. Have I looked at wedding? Apparently not.
I guess you could
Definitely
call it
no
that, but
tattoo.
We were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuine.
Have you got a bruise?
We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
I feel like she's got a bruise.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
What was I going to look up? A thought came to me. No, it's gone. Maybe shotgun? No, just that one. A thought definitely came to me. But it's gone. Maybe we should look up his watch. No, I've seen all those. Maybe. I know what I was going to look up. Bruise.
Bruise? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell.
My sister actually legitimately walked into a door once when she was quite young. And I saw it happen, so I know it happened. And we were like, you cannot tell people. Like, because it gave her a black eye. We're like, you can't tell people, like at school, that you got the black eye from walking into a door, because that's what people say when they're being abused. Because you...
The bruise.
That's the other
I have a really
cheek.
fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
So you're... So the orange outfit is
I
Eve.
don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Okay. Because that's 27th of the 6th, and that's 25th. So that's a day after. So that's Hannah. And that's Eve. So, was Eve always wearing long sleeves until she came clean, maybe?
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day, all our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay, so we know that orange outfit is definitely not the same person as blue shirt. So, blue t-shirt is Eve. Light blue shirt is Hannah. It's easy when they've got short sleeves. Right. Tell me about swapping.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page.
Maybe I should look up diary.
We had a list of rules that said what we could
Or
couldn't
rules.
do in any given situation.
Let me write these down.
It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Oh, hello. That's new. Wait. What? Oh, I can only type yes or no.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Was it?
I'd read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left.
Was it an accident?
And across the street.
People seem to die around you quite a lot, Eve. Just saying.
Okay. The There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad.
So this is Eve.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Because Eve wasn't allowed out.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Maybe I should look for
Simon
Sarah.
wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
So you said symmetrical name, and Eve calls it palindrome. So is this Eve?
H-A-N-N-A-H. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Though she did say symmetrical as well. They say
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic. My name? That was the only question I failed. The lie detector works. Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house. Yes, I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Okay. Filling them in. We're getting some more. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, how had I not looked up dead before?
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. It's all that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Okay.
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
Who's pregnant?
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing? It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Your husband.
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer.
I said it was rehearsed.
Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
Oh, I'm so confused. Who is who?
I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
I think 'cause you don't have a tattoo. You have a tattoo. You're both calling him your husband. You're clearly two different people.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband. She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
There's definite shenanigans going on and I don't understand.
Simon wasn't having an affair. What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
So that was on the 1st of the 7th. That was on the 30th of the 6th. So there's no way it's the same person who just got a tattoo unless it's a fake tattoo. Oh, my brain. What's this about the taxi that they crashed into? No, this is that. Hospital, maybe? No, I've seen those. I feel like I'm still missing some really key areas where I've just got nothing. Just looking up some random words now. Oh, hello.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a Whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
I love Whispers. But also, I'm sorry, it's got to be popcorn at the cinema.
I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
So where's that filled in? Not any of the big gaps. Nope. I've just spotted the content warning on the glancing at chat. Nope. Oh, here's one.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
So Eve's pregnant. What else is in the could look up sex, couldn't I? I haven't looked that up yet. Let's do that. Why not? Oh, hello.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life?
Yes, I am.
Isn't that private?
Little bit.
Are you married?
No.
How is your sex life?
Non-existent.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Okay, but someone has. Just that one.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
Ooh, 50% of database accessed. Got an achievement for that. On that note, it's time for break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Where's my cat?
What's a good one-syllable word that rhymes with song? Now, let's keep it clean, please. All right. One more time, everybody.
The doggies are dying!
That's okay-ish, man. Examine the lamp. Simple device, a glass vessel filled with well blubber with a wick in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue though. It does. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubberlump. 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 Oh. No. Blubberlump.
So yeah, it has like a certain age routine on it, and it depends on if you're running or not. So it's usually say. Ah! Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine.
Guys. Hi, FM.
Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
A memory shard.
Little
Container
smile.
into which brief men.
Choo choo! Ooh, it's a speedy boy. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Guess who's back? Back again. Catherick Thorn. Tell your friends. Why did he die? Why did that happen? Why? Why would that be a thing that happens? Oh, okay, so that's delicate. I need to sponge that, probably. Oh. It's one way of doing it. No. Whee! Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry about the bear. I'm sorry. I got lost and fell off the world. Bye. I can still hear the bear. Well, I guess this is where my career as a teacher truly comes to an end. Floating in the infinite void while I listen to the noise of a bear eating my students. I kind of always knew it'd end like this.
What happened in the grove was a horror, one I won't ignore. But nor will I let a devil roam the coast unchallenged.
Yeah, it was.
Please.
It was a horror. Yeah.
The only devils here.
And we did
are
some
you
horror.
lot.
3, 2. Right then. Let's think of some more words. Don't know what that could be. Statement? No. I think I've tried missing. Yeah, I tried missing. Gone. Ooh.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there.
Maybe I should look for the Rock.
Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong. No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get you.
Detective?
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that.
Hey, Battle.
When you married detective. Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Have I looked up Dad and Mum?
when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Maybe I should look up shy.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
A cat flap? I feel like someone mentioned a cat flap before.
No, no cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino.
Domino?
There's this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through.
There's no way a human could squeeze through a cat flap. A dog flap maybe, but not a cat flap.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code.
The knock code.
Something prisoners of war would use.
She was knocking earlier.
Radiator pipes or the attic floor. But we couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway. We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
Domino. Ooh, that filled in a lot. Oops. No, that's just what's already there. Just that. Hello.
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said,
Eleanor.
If people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better.
Let me
When I
write
was there, she was
that
hoovering
down.
every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes.
Doug.
Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. And last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of life.
Secrets?
And she still has a secret like that.
Don't know if I've looked at secret.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Eleanor. Ooh.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them. Yeah. 1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
I don't think I've looked at words to do with
I had to look
police.
that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful. Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say.
I don't know if I've seen this
It's more just
before. There was the profanity, Jay. If you're still watching, I hope you're alright.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids.
Poison?
So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Poison.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't.
Also going to look up secrets. No. And then police words. Ooh, nice.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
Oh, that's a good one.
like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
Lawyer, maybe?
This is a nice of them. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them? Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for? Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Interesting. I've got a big long run there.
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
Exist? Did I look up secret? Yes. Hidden? Hide?
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always
You might need
leave
to
that
look for
house
reflection.
and go on adventures, but maybe I could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books. I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Witch? No. Have I already done that? Yeah.
It was my birthday, like you said.
Maybe
We were going to
birthday.
have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present. I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't
Oh,
he
the
phoned?
rock. I was going to look that up.
I don't know. From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument.
Arguments I was going to look up.
Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left. No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang me from the rock.
It's not especially useful, is it? Filling it in though. What was I gonna say? My memory sucks.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. No. I'm not sure what Strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Just jumping on any word.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
House?
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. He sets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before when he comes in, if he's in the house. I wasn't in the house. I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
Maybe we should look at Friday.
After the argument, after Simon left.
Did I look up arguments? I probably didn't.
I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car. There's no couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
I mean, that is true.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
So far.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock. I think when I drove back it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3. About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Maybe coffee?
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is. Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
So you're not the same person as you?
Yes. I got to Glasgow. I got some petrol, poured a coffee and a pastry. years back. It was a present to myself. No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water. A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar.
Okay, so the dark blue outfit is Eve. Am I the only one who's thinking of Eve as the evil twin?
Just the 1 sugar. Thanks. Is that a camera recording?
No.
Black no sugar. Thanks.
Interesting.
Tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
Yeah, so orange is definitely Eve. Okay, interesting. I've still got this big chunk here and this chunk here. I'm not going to be obsessed with getting every single little one, but I do kind of want to get some of these chunks. Car?
I left the next day, Saturday.
I was going to look up Friday.
I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I... Is there a bin?
Yep, so it's Eve that's pregnant.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
So hang on, what date was... That's 27th of the 6th. Okay, it's the same day. 2056, 2058. Okay, so she tied her hair back after she threw up, presumably.
It was late. Early Saturday morning.
Oh, there's one.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
It's not useful. No. 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 Yes. Maybe. Just trying random words now. Woo!
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad.
Bad?
I guess she broke the rules.
Did I look up rules?
Or
I think I did.
maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty.
Ooh, guilty's good.
Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
Ooh, there's some good words there. I'm going to forget them all in an instant.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone follows him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
Nope. I just need words. I need words. Words. Can't believe I didn't try story.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Maybe I should try picture, if I haven't already.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. He's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad.
Ill?
Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure it is. Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
Still got this gap. I don't like it. Like. New. Orange. No. Blue. Really clutching at straws now. Straw. I was going to look for picture. Arts. Drawing. Ooh, have I looked up like locked up? Ho ho.
Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too. Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key.
Not useful. Ooh, there's one.
I sleep on the right side of the bed.
Bed,
As you come in
maybe?
from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Oh, there's one.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
Dollhouse, maybe.
I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it.
A
They
doll.
wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Have I done kill? Clearly not.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Still haven't got this gap. What was I going to do? Doll. Haha.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, the dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, and still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories. The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Still haven't got that gap. Something about the attic. I just really want to get something in that gap, and then I'll be happy, and then I can finish. I'm just trying common words now.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
Nope.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
I'm just hoping I get one in
Sure.
the gap. But I think it does them in order.
I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so
Money,
it's
maybe?
easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
there's one.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
75% accessed. Where was that?
If you put me on You've Been Framed, I want the money.
Oh, You've Been Framed. That's a blast from the past, isn't it? Love? Did I look that up? How did I not look up love? Maybe I should look up guitar.
Please find Simon. I love him so much. No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone.
You're saying
He
you're
loves me.
using past tense sometimes when talking about him.
No. I mean, everyone. Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
What could go in that gap? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, guitar. That's what I was going to look up. Oh, hello.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf. Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
So that's why they wanted her to play the guitar. I'm getting very stuck. Help. Oh, there's one.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Just that. I'm sure there must be something important there. Important. No. Key. Well, there's one.
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
It's like a whole interview's worth that I haven't got. trying anything that I think they've mentioned. Oh, there's one.
What kind of hairs?
Hairs. Eyes. Nose. Mouth. Evidence. Search. Look. Oh, there's one.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
I'm filling in everything apart from that.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
Just that one. It was gaffer tape, wasn't there? No, maybe not. I might be out of ideas. I might. Just after end things. Yes. My mother? Wait, I'm Sarah.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
So we don't find out. I am gonna have to do some googlage, because that's an unsatisfying ending. Right, I found a list of words to search for that doesn't have any spoilers. No, knee battle. Hoping I can just like go back into it. Right, so let's have a look through this list. Fingerprints. Just looking for words that I haven't. Oh, hello.
Fine. I've had my fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand in the oven. Fingerprints. Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Were the fingerprints in all those places? Could they have been my parents' fingerprints?
Identical
I'm not sure how long
twins
they last for, but
have different fingerprints.
is that possible?
Still not hitting that section.
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking do it.
What else have we got? Conference? I do remember them talking about a conference.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford. Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference?
He was with his sister.
I remember calling him. Said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Still not that place. What else have we got? Hotel?
And the hotel said he was there?
Kiss? Oh, hello.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again and there he was. And again the next week. He offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Got an achievement for that. It's not in the section I want though.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
maybe he was twins as well.
after the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him.
Have I looked up suspects?
I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Ooh.
Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect?
Still not where I need it to be.
That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow, can't be in two places at once.
I mean, you can, because there's two of you.
This is the third day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. They say you've been asking a lot of questions about me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Camera, maybe? Oh, there's one.
Is that camera recording?
Still got that big chunk. Drive? Did I try drive? Yes. Oh, hang on. It says if I've seen the credits, then I can type. Oops. Now I can see 15 videos instead of 5. So now really, I should look through all the words again. I don't know what might be useful. Oh, there's some I haven't seen.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Infertile, maybe.
Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then? Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight. It lasted about 6 months. tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. I didn't share him like the others.
Share, maybe.
The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
It always was weird. I don't know how to access that bit. It's not how you spell house, is it? Oh, I thought I'd looked for that.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents. Yeah.
I'm going to end up filling in all the
I'm
gaps
infertile.
apart from that one. Infertile, that's what I was going to look at.
Infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
I don't know what words. Oh, here's one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
I'm just not finding anything from that time. Oh, had I not typed and cheated?
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
So they are talking to each other about it. I still got this gap. There's got to be something important in there. I'm sure there is. Oh, there's one.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on and got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at. I think so. I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone see anyone come and go? An intruder? I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like it had been with the other boys.
There's still a gap. How do... Is it just like one keyword that I'm missing? Okay, someone's put some more words.
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that's after she spilt the coffee.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
Still not what I need. Ooh. That's not a word I've looked at. Okay, it's been. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yes.
Oh, hello. So is this the lie detector? Is that what I'm missing?
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No. take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
That's what it is. So I need to find the what
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Right, it's time for break. When I come back, we're gonna do this. Are we done?
That's the last of them? No, that was poor.
What we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to split the weight evenly between us and just separate, so that way, if it gets
They
one
don't
of
seem
us,
very sad that I'm dead.
we're not totally at a loss, you know?
Oh.
So, uh-oh. Hurry, Lilith.
I just saw Lilith just fly across the background. Is there something alive in that bag? That's slightly concerning. I think I killed it by hitting it with the crowbar, so that's good. Oh, there's an obstacle. Oh, Sam! It's delicate.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
Oh, why, thank you. I shall. Okay, what happens, and hear me out here, if I do just... Ooh! Ah! 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 What do you do? Oh, yes! Disables the effect of every boss blind. I love you. I love you, Chico. I do. I love you, Chico. I do. I love you, Chico. I do. Oh, Chico, I love you. Dwell deeper into the inner workings of your forge. Find out how states grabbers and space switches will become useful in designing quantum algorithms. This is hardcore. Discover your knowledge vault. Is that what we call my brain now? Maybe that's what I need to start calling my brain. This is my knowledge vault. Right, we can do this, guys. I kind of want to get every single one now as well, because we're so close. Right, let's try some more words from this. What if I do, like, try to get the lie detector stuff? Hey F-Jams, it is going. I mean, quite well, but I can't get these entries. I'm at the frustrating stage of this game, F-Jams. So, I mean, if you can help, feel free. What I need is words to type in. I've tried all these ones. Eric had 14 words. Looked at them all. I'm trying to find video clips that I haven't seen yet. How are you doing anyway? Name. Just got home from work, so you're worth fuck all. Alright, well, you can watch. I mean, literally, I just need words. So, the story is, a husband went missing. I think there's two of them. They're twins. They were separated at birth. It's a whole big thing. They both murdered the husband together. They're both helping each other cover it up. I don't know. I'm very confused about the whole thing. But I would need to find all the clips. And the only way I can find the clips is by doing a keyword search. So, I mean, if you've got any words that might be vaguely relevant or not relevant, even. I'm gonna look at what you said from. No. Just. That's not how you spell just, is it? Oh yeah, it's an old game, yeah. Remember. Oh, see, there's one I didn't have.
Okay. I'll try my best to remember.
Doesn't help me at all. But, you know, filling in the gaps, filling in the gaps. Oh, hello.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February. Well, I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points in the license.
License, maybe? This is a lie detector test that I want to really dig into, but I don't know what she said. Nope. Concept. No. Right. See, the random words you're spouting are useful.
That can't be right. In the bedroom.
Bedroom, maybe.
Hurt someone?
Hurt.
Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out. In the bedroom.
Filling in the gaps, but not the gaps I want. I want this gap. That's the first one. That's already typed in when you get there. So yeah, I've done that. Left. No. So what?
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
I don't know what. I don't know how to find what she's saying in the lie detector test. Just typing random words now. I've even got a word list open of things that I could try. That's not been helping that much. Oh, there's one.
Well, there you go. How many kids?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know it is. Ah. Just trying the words from this list now. Was there an intruder? Did he come in through the window? Oh, there's one.
Do you have children?
Very insightful. I understand the whole story now. I just can't find them. There's no way they said yes that many times in a row. That's lying to me. I am so stuck. Right. Okay. So, I can type in... That gets us a random clip. So if I keep typing that... then we might get ones I haven't seen.
Could I have a cup of tea?
Maybe tea? Ooh, jealous might be good.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
I mean, I'm filling in a lot of the gaps, just not the ones that I wanted. Good ideas, none of them actually work.
What about us?
Maybe us? Nope. We?
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaciers.
Glaziers. I kind of want to fill it all in now. Just keep typing admin random.
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It's a special one-off.
Maybe special?
He made it. He decorated it. That's his thing.
The Forgotten City. Ooh.
Where did you find it?
The name sounds good. Find. Can I copy and paste?
No. Simon wasn't seeing another woman.
Really?
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Ooh. Testing your patience, though. Oh, here's one from the lie detector.
Yes.
See, that's why it's so hard. Because it's just saying...
Yes.
It is like...
Yes.
See, there's no way I could find those by searching.
No.
It's definitely showing me
Yes.
these more often than it should if it was completely random.
Yes.
It'd kind of be helpful to hear what questions she was being asked.
No.
You know, a little bit.
No.
So close. Yeah, but if I search for no, I get a gazillion options.
No.
One left.
No. I told her it was one of my boyfriends.
No.
Someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
Well, I've seen everything now, so I guess I'm done. But I couldn't do the chat thing again. Yeah, I found them all. But I'd already, so there was a chat that popped up, and I said yes, I'd finished, because I'd got completely stuck. And it was quite an unsatisfying ending. I don't know how this helps. I won! It says one volume missing though. I don't know how we get that one volume missing. I'm gonna Google in case there's more secrets. Okay, so there isn't a volume missing, apparently. Yeah, nah. I think I've done it. Don't know if I've got all the achievements though. No. Okay, so there's one achievement for playing that game that I just played and getting a draw. I don't know how I would do that. But yeah. So that's it. I'm still not 100% sure what happened. There's twins, and it's very confusing. But, that's that. So, let's find someone to raid. I'm a bit disappointed with the ending of that game. I have to say. It was a fun game, but the ending was a bit... I was hoping maybe to see, like, the full lie detector test, or to see... like... I don't know, the full thing all run through, or to hear actually what happened, or... yeah. Anyway, where shall we go? Skittle Nom Nom's playing Guilty as Sock. I have seen that game, and it looks interesting. So let's go there. Although they look like they're on a bit of a break. Or maybe finishing. I don't know. Right, let's go there anyway. So, thank you all for joining. Copy the raid message, paste it when you get there. I don't know if I'll be streaming normal times for the rest of this week. I will be doing more streaming for the rest of this week, but I don't know when, because I'm still off work until Monday. So, I'll probably just be streaming when I feel like it, rather than necessarily at the proper set times. Keep an eye on notifications, and then you'll know when I am live. So until next time,